Hey everyone, happy Saturday night. I appreciate everyone who happens to be here. This was a little bit of an more impromptu one, even though this is my normal time. Uh, yeah, it's basically just going to be a Q&A and kind of spurs off too. I hit 1,000 subs. It's insane. And then I went under 1,000 subs. I don't know if YouTube like cleaned some dead accounts or whatever. I went from 1,000 to 992 this morning, and now I'm back up, and I'm like a couple away from 1,000. I don't know what happened, but I whatever. I'm counting. I was at 1,000, and I should be back again shortly. So that's kind of what the stream is. Is just thank you to everyone who watches. Thank you to everyone that's here and gonna be going through, other than Q&A stuff, some of my upcoming stream plans, the ones with multiple people that are a lot of fun. So I got a lot of cool ones planned, but let's run through the comments first, see who's here. A lot of familiar faces. We got Jerry here, which, since he's first one up, I am gonna say doing the tag team battle, and I'm teammates with Jerry, and we're going up against Ken and Tony. That's going to be a blast. I cannot wait for that. That is going to be so good. Jerry and we're going to bring the heat, and then we got this. Ken and Tony, you got nothing on Jerry and I, even though, Tony has a museum, but whatever. We got this. We got Dominican Scott. What's up? Hey, man, how you doing? Southern Cinema, what's up, everyone? Looking forward to the stream, Tim. Congrats on 1K subscribers. Thank you so much. I was blown away, though. I didn't think I could hit it even remotely this amount of time. I didn't think I could hit it at all, to be honest. The fact that anybody would be interested in listening to me talk about movies blows my mind still. I'm internally grateful to this entire community because I've had such a blast being on other people's streams, having people on mine. Oh, I loved it. Got Jagoda here. What's going on? And now that he is showing, just mentioning all this different stream stuff, on the 6th at 8:30, it's gonna be awesome. It's called Welcome to Heat Street, if you don't already know about it, but it's hosted by Jagoda over on his channel, and it's gonna be him, Movies with Ryan, 4K D-Ray, Jerry, and I, and it's gonna be good. Just seeing some of the stuff in the private DMs that we're talking about, and knowing what everyone has already in their collections, man, there is gonna be some fire stuff pulled. My gosh, I cannot wait for that. Man, these guys have awesome stuff, and when Jagoda invited me for it, I'm not gonna lie, I went on Mercari and spent entirely too much money on different stuff. So thank you so much, man, because you drained my bank account a little bit, but got some really cool stuff coming. Bien Chile. Hey, how's life, people? Doing great. I'm Saturday is the end of my work week, so I have the next 2 days off. Heck yeah. Tony is here. Hey guys. Yeah, Tony is everywhere. Tony is awesome. Chrissy Hamilton, 1,000 reasons why you have what it takes to get to 2,000. Ooh, I hope I can. I'm just in it for the fun. I mean, if 2,000 happens, 2,000 happens. But this has been such a blast. My God, I can't express how much fun I've been having. The Movie Geek, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Yes, he is one that I definitely will be getting on an upcoming stream. Most definitely. We're gonna work out which one, but yeah, he will be on a future stream. Speaking of future stream plans, which streaming service do you currently have and do? Well, when it comes to like the content streaming, I'm subscribed to like most of the services, to be honest. We've been using Peacock quite a bit lately because some of the shows I'm watching have been through them, but Netflix, HBO Max, I have them all. What's crazy is all the services were supposed to, like, oh, you'll save money from cutting cable, and all this shit adds up to be just as much as cable. It's wild. Yeah, it's no good, but all these services have their own exclusive stuff. Basement Blues, congratulations on reaching 1K. Thank you so much, man. I mean, hopefully I'll be right back at that shortly. I don't know. Like I said, to lose like 8 in the matter, like just like that, had to have been like dead accounts, because maybe when I did a past giveaway, some people will subscribe just to do a giveaway, and yeah, maybe it's stuff like that possible. Mika, hey everyone. Mika is awesome. She's been on a past stream, and hopefully get her on a future stream. And her podcast with her sister, Double Feature podcast, is already out there in the world for anyone that wants to check it out. She's awesome. Her sister's awesome. So definitely check that out. JC, hello. Congrats on the milestone. Thank you so much. Seriously. That's going to be a great tag team battle. Oh, I know. I am so pumped for that. You don't know how long, and I've been hoping to get on a movie battle, and I'm pumped. And to do it with Jerry and to go against Ken and Tony, that is going to be so much fun. The kinds of stuff that could be pulled, and it's going to be a blast. I'm so pumped for that. Movie battle. Let's get ready to rumble. Smack talking. I don't know how great of a smack talker I am, but damn it, for how epic this is going to be, I might have to attempt it. Congrats on hitting 1,000. Thank you so much, 100. Seriously. Like I said, I didn't expect it whatsoever. Mike and Kelly from Orlando, what's up? Hey, thank you so much for being here. This is just a nice, chill stream. I know normally I have the groups of people type streams, but this is a little bit of a chill one, but I am going to be going over the future ones shortly. Oh, we got Ken here. Tim, what's up? Congrats on 1,000. Thank you so much, Ken. Seriously, thank you. And you're going down in the movie battle, but thank you so much. There's my smack talking. 4 people dropped out. I got you to 996. You'll get it right back, though. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know what it was actually 8 people. I think it was one of those YouTube cleanouts. I don't think 8 people right over the course of the night were like, screw this guy, we're unsubbing. I mean, maybe, but but I feel like it was one of those YouTube cleanouts or something. I hope that's it. Congrats on 1,000. Well deserved. Thank you so much, Mika. Movies and Sue, congrats on hitting the first big milestone. 2K to come. Here we come. I'll tell you, it is no joke how hard it is in the beginning. Like it's a grind. It really is. There's people that are grinding still that deserve entirely more than they have. It takes a lot of work and a lot of hoping the algorithm hits. It's crazy. Yeah, you will be on a stream shortly. Congrats on the well-deserved 1,000. Thank you. Hello, dude, and everyone. Hey, Caveman Movies and More. How you doing? Movies with Ryan. Congrats on the achievement. Can't wait for that battle. Kenny Levels coming out of retirement. Yeah, man. Going against the champion. The champion and the guy with one of the biggest museums of movies possible. It's going to be a lot of fun. Jerry and I could do this, though. I got faith in us as a team. We got this. What is your go-to snack while you watch a film? And double feature question, what is your favorite horror movie guilty pleasure film? Snack? So if I'm at a theater, it's Twizzlers. It's always Twizzlers if I'm at a theater. If I'm at home, it's whatever junk food I can get my freaking hands on, to be honest. There is nothing special when I'm home. I do love Italian ice. So especially during the summer, the freezer always has Italian ice, and I love that stuff. So maybe that. But yeah, movie theaters, it's Twizzlers. I eat unhealthy, horribly unhealthy. There will not be any carrots or broccoli or anything like that as my snacks. That's just dinner stuff. And double feature question. What's your favorite horror movie guilty pleasure film? Yeah, that's a good one, because guilty pleasure would... I wouldn't say it's my favorite one that's on my mind because it's coming soon, is the Cursed movie by Wes Craven. I would call that a guilty pleasure. A lot of people consider it bad. I enjoy the movie. I think it's a lot of fun. And I am definitely looking forward to that Blu-ray. Ordered it on Scream Factory with the poster. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. That's probably not what my real answer would be, but it's what's on my mind right now. You have to do a wrestling style promo for it. And I think Jerry and I might have to work something up together to do something. Yeah, God, I'm so psyched for this. This is gonna be so much fun. You don't understand. No matter how it pans out, I'm just gonna be up there geeking out, like, yeah, I'm doing this. This is awesome. My choices have been Horizon. Yeah. I'm so pumped. You don't even know. Mid-level media, watched your newest video. Surprised you didn't grab all those Saw 4Ks. Man, I didn't watch Ken's newest one, but man, Ken can pump out the videos. I'm trying to keep up. It's hardest working man on YouTube, I swear. Oh my god. I'm trying to keep up with everyone's videos, and bam, Ken has another one. It's like, oh my god, there's so much to watch. But nothing. You are amazing, Ken. That's I can't put out that type of content that often. You are awesome. Uh, what's up, buddy? Congrats on hitting 1K. Thank you so much, Huck. Seriously, thank you. If anyone doesn't know, Huck has a themed month going, and it's disaster movies. So that is really cool. I have James Stewart month going for myself, and I watched Harvey last night, which I loved. It's a charming little fun movie. Enjoyed the hell out of it. But in between watching my James Stewart stuff, I damn well am getting a couple disaster movies in there, especially Airport 77 has James Stewart, and it is and it's a disaster movie, if I could speak. But yeah, so I'm definitely gonna get that one in. Let's see, caveman movies and more. Have you watched any of the Johnny Carson and Jimmy Stewart? My Jimmy Stewart impersonation. A thousand, yo, you say, well, congratulations. Yeah, me reading it is a terrible impression, but no, I've not. I have. There's a lot of James Stewart I have to watch, like a lot. I feel like I've watched a lot, but he has such a large filmography that I think a lot of what I'm going to try for is the stuff I haven't seen. So as much as I love Rope and Vertigo and It's a Wonderful Life and all these other amazing movies. Flight of the Phoenix, which I have it somewhere down there. That was fantastic. But yeah, I'm going to focus the best I can on a lot of stuff I didn't see. Besides, I think I'm going to put in Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. I've seen that, but love it. It's great. Hey, Tim, congrats again. Choosing your live stream over college basketball. Oh, man, thank you so much. That means a lot, seriously, because anyone choosing me over any sport is amazing. Thank you. Speaking of wrestling, you could pull off Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah. Is that how I do it? I snap into a Slim Jim. I know nothing about wrestling, so that impersonation is terrible. Congrats watching 1,000 plus love James Stewart theme. It helps me out because my goal this year was to watch all of his movies. Ooh, that's a damn good goal. I'm glad my theme can help you on that, because I wasn't even sure anyone would participate in a theme. Honestly, so many people put out awesome themes, but I really wanted to dive into James Stewart. I'm like, I'm gonna make a month out of it. Culture Trini, what's up, Tim, and all in the chat? Congrats on 1K and keep up the great content. Thank you so much, Culture Trini. Seriously. And I saw your most recent post about your some of your steel books and stuff that were in the closet. Man, some freaking amazing stuff just chilling off to the side. That's the type of collection you have, man, that you have amazing stuff just off on the side. That's incredible. Oh my God. When I saw that Up one, I want that. Let's see. Film Geek Productions. Film you want to see on Blu-ray or 4K? For me, it is many of Akira Kurosawa's films. So I've mentioned this before. On Blu-ray, I've been lucky to get a lot of the stuff I've been looking for. There is other stuff I want to come to Blu-ray, no doubt. Like there's one I want called Finder's Fee. But I've been lucky that a lot of the ones I've really been looking for have come to Blu-ray. 4K though, that's another. There's a lot of stuff that still come to 4K. Army of Darkness is on the list, but we are getting that supposedly from Scream Factory somewhere down the line. That's a definite. I was looking forward to Drive, and Drive is now coming. So, uh man, I have to think. There's so much that has to come to 4K. Rope. I'm staring at my Vertigo poster. So Rope. Hopefully that'll be in the Hitchcock Volume 3. Fingers crossed. Sorry, character limitations. There are great interviews with old Jimmy stories on YouTube. Ooh. Speaking of James Stewart, too, there's a museum here in Pennsylvania. It's like 3 hours from me, but it's the Jimmy Stewart Museum. I'm thinking about going this month. I gotta look. I wonder if they let you record or anything like that, which they might not. It's a museum. But that might be really cool. I mean, it has a whole bunch of like props and stuff like that from his movies. That would be fun, I think. So I might make that a trip. It'd be cheap and it would just be a day trip. It's like 3.5 hours from me. Indiana, Pennsylvania, which I guess is more towards the middle or a little bit more towards the other side. It takes me something like 5-something hours to get to Pittsburgh. So yeah, whatever. It's somewhere between here and Pittsburgh, I guess. I'm only watching Asian cinema this month. Ooh, Ryan, you got your own theme going. That's cool. Oh, that is really cool. I know how much you love Asian cinema, so that's an awesome goal. I'm really curious what you're gonna watch. You're gonna update everything on like your Instagram and everything, right? Because I'm curious the types of stuff because some of the stuff you show in your hauls are movies I've never heard of. So might end up buying some of that stuff. Lots of different themes this month. It'll be nice to take a break in between each one. James Stewart one night, then some Stallone, and then a great disaster. Oh yeah, Insomniac Dreams on Instagram has action movie month. Yeah, there is a lot of themes going. I love it though. I'm as much as I'm going to do my own theme, I am absolutely going to partake in other people's themes too. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, it helps kind of keep focused on what I plan to watch. Jim Powers, what's up, Tim? Congrats on the subscribers, brother. Thank you so much. Seriously. Be warned, sadly, James Stewart, his westerns are his weakest acting. Yeah, so his westerns are some of the stuff I've seen the least amount of, just because westerns don't fully click with me. I'm not like anti-western. It's just a genre that just never quite clicked as much as I want it. So I've bypassed a lot, but I'm super excited for that Man Who Shot Liberty Valance 4K coming out next month. So I will dive into some of his westerns though. Even his bad acting though is like he's just charming and takes up the screen. I don't know how to describe it. He had such a personality that he just owned the screen whenever he was on. So yeah, I'll even take his bad acting stuff. Yes, Tony, Basement Blues on top of my own monthly theme. Oh, yeah, you have zombie going also. You have a zombie theme. Oh, damn. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, we all have themes going on. Oh, yeah. I'll have to get a zombie movie in there, too. Oh, if only James Stewart did a zombie movie also, but no. Yeah, maybe I'll get Night of the Living Dead in there. Gray 1951 Media Channel, good evening. Good evening to you also. Rope will be amazing on 4K, especially the Technicolor will look incredible. Totally, dude. Yeah, it would. It would look great. And that puts more eyes on Rope too, because Rope has been getting more traction, I feel like, over the past several years, but it's definitely not, upper tier Hitchcock, like talked about, like Vertigo, Burbs, Birds, Psycho, like North by Northwest. It's not talked about in the same realm as those. So maybe more people seeing Rope after 4K, people would understand how freaking brilliant that movie is. Like what Hitchcock pulled off, making that a one shot, a convincing one shot, outstanding. He Hitchcock nailed it. James Stewart nailed it. The story is gripping. I love Rope. Yes, started it last night. Oh man, I'm gonna have to. I have a lot of themed months to keep up on. Jimmy Stewart Museum is worth the trip. Indiana, PA is very close to. Ooh, Poxitani, it's close there. Oh man, now you're making this trip even more convincing. I've seen Groundhog Day so many times, and I've always been thinking like, oh, Poxitani, that's Pennsylvania. I could go there. Hmm, interesting. Do you happen to know, Jim, if you're allowed to record in there at all? Or I imagine you could do photos, but I wonder if you could record in the museum, because that might be a cool video, and I get to see cool stuff. Caveman movies and more. Really need Mickey Blue Eyes. What? You talking to me? We really need this on Blu-ray. God, we need so much stuff on Blu-ray. I've not seen that one, but man, I love classics. Like I love the stuff. There's so many, and I have so much to watch. I'm slowly trying to click them off though. Are you going to watch Jimmy's movie Broken Arrow? I was reading how it drastically changed how movies portrayed Native Americans in films. I haven't watched, but hopefully this week. I have not seen Broken Arrow yet, but that is on my list. I hear it's damn good, and I mean James Stewart. The name Broken Arrow, I love the Broken Arrow that has nothing to do with it. So maybe I'll love this Broken Arrow also. Stewart has some great westerns. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, like I said, it's not a genre that clicks with me, but Stewart clicks with me. So I'm definitely gonna get into some. Like Broken Arrow is definitely one. I will add zombies to my watch list, Mika. Tony's gonna have a watch list like that long. Said studios love to re-release films. How do you feel about them re-releasing Will Smith's films with all the slapping actors cut out? Oh my god. Will Smith's career is so tainted right now. There's no, I mean, mostly anybody can make a bounce back, but like man, his career is in pretty rough shape in public eye right now. So I don't know. I don't know if I see studio, well, especially not with the slapping, but I studios might be a little reprehensive about releasing some Will Smith at the moment. You could watch Versus Yukaza zombie movie, get 3 themes in one. Ooh, that's like I'm gonna try to look for whatever movies get as many themes as possible, and I kind of just check it off. See Kenny Levels, what have you started? Yeah, this the theme month is it's really cool. Vertigo is horror. Yeah, I absolutely could see that. I mean, yeah, I could see it. Supposedly, Rope was on Hitchcock's least favorite movies because he wished he didn't like the one shot, even though I loved it. Wow, I didn't know that. Man, I don't know. From a viewer perspective, the one shot's incredible. I don't know on that. That's I don't know why Hitchcock wouldn't like it, unless he didn't like the amount of effort and time to put into it. But anyways, I'm gonna get right back to comments, but I want to announce the next couple of streams I do have coming up, and then we'll get back to comments. So next week I am taking off because I've mentioned it before, but I watch racing, and it happens that the Cup race falls on. There's only like 2 night races this year, and one of them happens to be next Saturday. I really like to watch my racing, so I am going to take next Saturday off. But then the rest of the month, we're right back, and there's going to be some cool ones. So April 16th is going to be a discussion on faith in film, being that the next day is Easter. I kind of thought it would be interesting talking about faith in film with, I want to have like a mix of people that are a little more religious and people that aren't as much. Like personally, so I was raised Catholic. I was married in a Catholic church. I don't not believe, but it's something I really practice, I guess you could say. So I kind of put myself a little bit in the middle, but I really enjoy religion based movies, and I think it'd be interesting. I already lined up someone that is quite religious that I would like to hear their perspective also. This is not a it's not meant to be uh I don't want to walk the line too much. I just want this to be a fun conversation about faith and film and not who is right, who's wrong. Like nothing like that. And if everyone is allowed to believe whatever they would like, I just kind of think it would be a fun discussion because, like I said, I'm a little bit more towards the middle on beliefs, but I love those type of movies, and I like to think that there's more out there after death. So I guess in my mind, I like to hope. So, like I said, I think it would be a fun discussion. I'm gonna try to line up a couple more people. Uh, but yeah, I have one person lined up right now. Then April 23rd, this one's completely lined up. It's going to be a all on space movies. So it's going to be a recommendation stream of 5 movies each. With the panel is Movies with Ryan, Pop's Movie Dungeon, Johnny's Boutique Podcast, and Huck's Pop Culture Cafe. And we're going to be discussing our favorite space movies. And it's not a strictly sci-fi type deal. I don't want to like, oh, we're only recommending sci-fi. It basically, if space is within the plot and space matters in any way, like that is what we're focusing on. So something like Hidden Figures absolutely counts. It's a space movie. Or someone could pick Apollo 13, or someone could pick something like Event Horizon. It's basically if space is in any way a factor in the movie, it's up for discussion, and I think it'd be a lot of fun. I didn't want to pigeonhole this into sci-fi. Not to mention sci-fi, then we can get into like Ex Machina, which something like that is fully based on Earth. I don't want it. I don't want that. I want space to be the focus. Like even though Hidden Figures is on Earth, it's about up there, space. So yeah, I think that's going to be a great discussion. Some awesome stuff is going to be pulled. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then on April 30th, to round out the month, we're going to be doing another Best Decade stream. Going to be getting back to that. And this one is going to be cinematography. So I have Convicted Cinephile and Movies with Ryan lined up. And we need 2 more people. Whoever would like to talk cinematography. I have to line 2 more people up, and then we have a full stream. But that is the plan. Yeah, a Best Decade one for cinematography, and that rounds out the month, which I'm looking forward to. I think those are going to be 3 really fun streams. So hopefully you guys like those ideas. I think they're going to be a lot of fun, though. All right. Mika, looking forward to seeing what you pick. Yeah, absolutely. I like seeing what he's watching. Huck's Pop Culture Cafe. I actually watched Towering Inferno last night. Long movie, but lots of fun seeing all those big actors doing their thing. Yeah, dude. Towering Inferno and like Earthquake and stuff it's like if that's a huge actor of the 70s, they're in it. It's wild. Those are great movies though. And while you were on, Huck, if I can find it really quick. Oh, come on, me. There we go. Okay. So I sent this in a DM also, but I'll show it here. Dude, this is a great disaster movie. It's from Norway. I cannot recommend this enough. Like, I feel if this was an American movie, fully in English, like people would latch on to something like this quite a bit. Like, it's really well made. Really great. But yeah, definitely check this out. And I think you can get that pretty cheap. And there is a sequel to it called The Quake. Same family. It's not as good, but The Wave is great. You know what I want to get on 4K? Deep Blue Sea. Oh my God. Deepest, bluest. Man, it's like shark's fin. Yeah, that's a great one. No one at that time thought LL Cool J would actually be the one to survive or one of the people to survive. That's a badass movie. It's so fun. Oh, and not LL Cool J, Samuel L. Jackson death. Dude, I did not see that coming the first time I watched it. That's crazy. Most museums allow photography, but do not allow flash or additional lighting. Yeah, I know not flash, which luckily, like the iPhone does really well. What my iPhone does really well with like nighttime stuff or dark. So photography, I could do really well. So I'm wondering if I get away with filming anything. I don't want to go like film the whole damn thing. I'd like to film like certain sections because I do just want to like take it in myself too. Sometimes when you're like behind the screen, you're not really taking in the moment. So I do want to just enjoy being there too. Movies with Ryan, I'll throw some Asian cinema on my list as well. Tomorrow I'll be watching Drive My Car. Heard good things. Yeah, I wanted to get to that one for the Oscars, didn't make it, but it's getting a Criterion, I believe. Right? I'm pretty sure it's getting a Criterion because yeah, they're the ones that released it digitally. So I'll pick it up once it hits Criterion. You should be able to film, Tim. It's pretty chill, self tour, and the gift shop at the end has great stuff. Ooh, yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to make this a plan towards the end of the month. I even have I'm not gonna say the person yet, but I have a towards the end of the month to kind of wrap it out. I'm gonna be having a filmed discussion with another YouTuber about James Stewart and what we watched, what we enjoy. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'll like announce that more when we get closer, but I can't wait to talk with them about James Stewart. Seriously. Mika, still need to watch that, but the director has some great titles under his belt already. Here's one for you. I am a hero Japanese zombie flick. Zombie wise, it's Korea, but man, Train to Busan is such a badass Korean movie. Oh my god, the Peninsula and Joe Joker's here. Hey Tim and everybody. Hope you are all having a great or good Saturday night. Yeah, man, just unbelievably great. Work week is done. I'm pumped. I got to watch some streams beforehand, and after this, I'm going to be heading over to Johnny's Boutique Podcast. He's going to have Pop's Movie Dungeon on there for 21 questions, which I did one of those a couple of days ago. And man, he gave awesome questions. It was a ton of fun. Like I enjoyed the heck out of it. So anyone check out the replay if you haven't seen. It was a good conversation. I will definitely check out his other titles, movies with Ryan. Then do you see them taking King Richard out of print? And who are your favorite racers who retired? So I don't think they're going to take King Richard out of print. I think the 4K is I think made on demand by Warner Archive, so that one's already kind of like hardish to get. And so I could see that one like going away sooner, but I don't think the Blu-ray is going to go out of print anytime soon. Especially since they can now slap another slipcover that says, Oscar winner, even though it's for Will Smith, it's an Oscar winning movie. So yeah, I don't see that going anywhere. And for your second part of the question, favorite racers. So retirement wise, I got into watching NASCAR in like 2004. So I started following Elliott Sadler. He's retired now. So he was my favorite up until he retired. I don't watch just NASCAR though. Basically, I like if it has an engine and wheels, I like watching racing. Basement Blues, lots of good titles for faith in film. Oh yeah, Tony, you're if you are interested in a conversation like that, though, Tony, you could hit me up because yeah, you could probably offer some good insight. Like I said, I think it'd be a fun conversation because you can faith in film is in so many different genres. You can have the ones that are full on about being a good person and everything, the ones that are more put out by like the Christian companies, but then you could also take it to like A24 with First Reformed, or even into the horror space with Exorcist, which deals heavily with faith. Like faith falls into a lot of stuff, and it's just an interesting conversation. Mika, if he was having Sean Connery month, his Asian crossover movie would be Dr. Noah Bond movie. Alex Thomas, yo, what's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for being here. Osama bin Laden kill all American soldiers. Do you think oh my God. Uh, I have to block user. What the heck was with that? Anyways, thanks, Culture Trini. I'll add to my watch list. Hey Tim, how's it going? Hey Brian, how you doing, man? Definitely need to get something going with you again too. Get you on something. Uh, I understand why for the Godfather, but man, I was thinking, how cool would it be in the future? I'd love to talk Evil Dead with you. That'd be a lot of fun. I was thinking of having like another movie based one, just talking like one franchise, and I would love to talk Evil Dead with people who like Evil Dead. So that would be a lot of fun, I think. And I could talk Evil Dead movies for a while. Hey, Alex Thomas. Faith in film would be a good topic. Thank you. I'm glad. I wasn't sure how people would be receptive to it because I don't want to I don't want to offend anyone or anything like that. I don't want anyone to think I'm trying to say you're right, you're wrong type thing. I just think it would be a fun conversation regardless of personal religious views. Oh my God, Tim is interfering newsboys. What's up, everyone? Hey, Alex Thomas. Leprechaun in space. That would absolutely count. Seriously, I don't think I would pick Leprechaun in space, but if one of the other guys wants to pick it, damn it, they can pick Leprechaun in space. I mean, they then have to talk about why they picked Leprechaun in space, and that one might be a little hard. Greetings from Germany, Creative Diorama World. Greetings. Thank you for being here. I don't know what the time difference is, but it's probably pretty substantial, so thank you for being here. Yes, the space movies. Yeah, people I've told that to already really like the whole space movie theme. I think that one is going to be a lot of fun, and people will enjoy that. Really, dude? Interviewing. Okay. All right. I got you now. Hey, Alex. I'm currently watching at work right now. Yeah, you are incredibly skilled. When I go on the lives and you're able to handle work and talking on the live, I'm like, holy shit, dude. My mind can't focus on one thing, and he's talented enough to be able to actually like fully do his job correctly and hold a conversation. I can't do that shit. I'm not talented enough for that. Yeah, always multitasking. Yep. He multitasks like a pro. Sup, Alex. Always, because I recommend The Wave to Huck as well. It's a Norwegian film, but it's so good. Yes, it really, really is. R&D Studios. Hello, Tim and everyone. Wave with Sterling K. Brown. No, not that Wave. That was Waves, but The Wave. Very, very good. And let's see if I can spin this back around. I'm looking for my darn cues. I will show Quake really quick just because it's the same. Come on, where are my cues? Come on. I can't find cues. I have so little cues. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, found it. But cool lenticular cover. So same exact family that was in this movie. They somehow survive a tsunami to then deal with an earthquake. But yeah, really, really fun. And there was another one I was actually going to recommend to him that kind of slipped by. It came out last year. I'm definitely not going to find it in my S's. There's so many damn S's. But Skyfire. It's a movie from China that, yeah, I'm not going to find it right now. Yeah, it's a Chinese movie, though, that is really good. Like, I enjoyed Skyfire quite a bit. So that's another one to check out. I would show it if I could find it. I feel like it'll take me like 5 minutes to find it. Oh man. All right. Subtitles. I want a Scream Factory collection for Deep Blue Sea. Hell yeah, man. Oh my god. That would be awesome. In one of those like nice hard slip boxes like they did for Halloween. Go way elaborate for Deep Blue Sea. You just have to be okay with subtitles. Yeah, I feel like people are coming around more on subtitles now though, which is good. I mean, Parasite is seeming like it's pretty loved by people. I can't imagine something like that winning years ago. I wanted LL Cool J to survive because I like that character from the start. Yeah, he's the comedic entertainment, but he's also like scrappy and survives the sharks, like the whole crawling into the oven and everything. Yeah, I enjoy the heck out of that movie. Like I said, the Samuel L. Jackson kill, I can't imagine anybody expected that unless they heard from somebody. That was just a complete shock. I'll catch the rewatch later. I have 5% battery. Oh no, get to the charger. I have 5% battery left on my phone. I'm heading home to get it charged. All right. I completely get it. The amount of times that my phone dies when I'm watching something, it's enough. Hey there, R&D Studios. Hello, Caveman Movies and More. Do you think Buffy the Vampire Slayer will ever come on Blu-ray? I don't. I would love it. It's one of my all-time favorite shows, but here's the problem. Well, actually, I should say shows with special effects, especially during that like time period where the special effects were redone, mastered, and put on VHS essentially. And to master them for Blu-ray, they have to pretty much redo the special effects to do it properly, I should say. There is HD masters of Buffy, but they're not really that good. Uh, but like when they released Star Trek Next Generation, like they rebuilt the special effects from the ground up so that it looked good and convincing in HD. And I feel like that's what they would have to do with Buffy, especially with like the vampire dusting and everything. And are they going to invest the money to do that? For would that sell enough? Like, I don't know. I seriously, I don't know how that would do. I would love it though. I'd snatch that sucker up in a second. But my gut says no, we'll never see it, and that's a damn shame. I would love like release at the same time, complete Buffy and complete Angel. Oh my god, I'd be in heaven rewatching all that in HD. Stopping off in Hershey or Frank Lloyd Wright home. Uh, I've for when I go to the museum. Hershey's a pretty cool place. I haven't been to Hershey in a little bit though. Uh, I've not been to the Frank Lloyd Wright home though. Yeah, I've pretty much only been to the the theme park in Hershey. So Willie Shoemaker is not one of your favorite one horse power racer. one horse power racer. I forgot you were alive. No problem. If they release Columbia Classics Volume 3, which movies would you like to see in it? Ooh, uh, which movies are Columbia specifically? That's a really good question. You know, I could use the tab I have up too because you know what? Why don't I do that? So I had a tab because I was also going to do recommendations for stuff to purchase. But let me see if this will open. All right. Go to Google. I can't remember. It would help if I spelled Columbia right. I forgot the M, but whatever. What movies fall under Columbia? I know Columbia is Sony, but I'm trying to think what I would want specifically. What is Sony that would be worthwhile? That's this is a terrible list. Where can I find a complete? That was an awful list. Let's look at the That's the Sony era. Let's look at 70s. What do we got? Do we have a movie list? No, that's all about it. I just want to see a movie list. Filmography. Columbia Pictures Television. No, we don't. Let's see. Man, I'm gonna have to go more in depth here because there's so many different branches when stuff keeps getting sold off. And you know what? I'm gonna say I don't know on that right now. I'm gonna go back to Amazon. I on the spot, dude. That's a tough one. People could point out Columbia movies for me in the comments because they're gonna say the movie and I'm gonna completely be like, what the hell? How did I not think of that? So I honest to God, I don't know how I'm blanking on specifically Columbia movies. Please comment section fill me in because I'm gonna be like, what the hell? Dude, oh my god. I sometimes I have a hard time thinking what the hell studio released that. Anyways, Devil's Advocate or Stigmata need its own 1 month. Oh, for movies, yeah, Stigmata is really cool. Evil Dead is an amazing topic. I feel a lot of people never talk about Ash vs. Evil Dead, and that show is severely underrated. Yeah, man. If we talk it, we're talking the whole scope of Evil Dead. So the first three movies, the 2013 movie, and the show, just the franchise in general. So I think it would be a ton of fun. I will get a couple of people that are big Evil Dead fans, and yeah, man. Oh, that would be so much fun. Like I said, I could talk Evil Dead for a while. You look so much like Matthew Lillard, making you a shoe in to play him in the sequel, The New Scream, since they want to bring him back. Not as talented. Definitely not as talented. Mars Attacks. Would Armageddon count as a space movie and disaster movie? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 100%. And yeah, Mars Attacks would be a great space one too. Paramount Presents is really big on Eddie Murphy. Hell yeah, they are. They've released what, 248 hours, Golden Child, Beverly Hills Cop. Am I missing one? But still, that's 4 titles out of only 20 some titles. Only the best space and disaster movie. Yeah, it's I am way more on the Deep Impact side of things than with Armageddon, but I mean, it's got drillers in space. Eh. Buffy is my favorite horror TV series. My DVDs of each season have been rewatched often. Yeah, it's so good. It's such a good show. Another thing I don't think helps it is Joss Whedon. I mean, the amount of stuff that's come out about him, and it's not just one person or two people. Like, he sounds like a complete tool, and that is a shame because I really looked up to that dude and really loved his stuff, and I still love his stuff. But he sounds like he was horrible to work for. The way he treated Charisma Carpenter on set, and just the amount of stuff coming out about him, he does not sound like he is a good person to be around while making something. Yeesh. It's a shame because, like I said, I was kind of a Joss Whedon fanboy, and yeah, that's a bummer. If Buffy came out, the music would be different because I doubt they would get the rights to different songs. That's a super valid point. Seriously, yeah, music kills stuff, man. I'm jonesing for the new cowboy horror film. The Steelbook will look sick. New cowboy horror film. Fill me in which movie are we talking? Or it is X have cowboys? I didn't see X yet. If that's what I just know, it's people filming a horror movie. I don't know if cowboys are in it. I could see Mill Creek eventually doing a Buffy Blu-ray if it were to ever happen. If they could snag the rights, I don't know if Mill Creek has it in them though to do the work. You know what I mean? Like maybe they do. Maybe, I don't know. That's a lot of money and effort to put in. Maybe they can I feel like it's deserving of something a little bit better than Mill Creek, but damn it, if Mill Creek is it, I'll take it. Make sure you smack that like button, just like Will Smith just smacked the life back into Chris Rock's career. Oh my god. I would love the Professionals 1966 to come to Columbia Classic section. That would be awesome. Burt Lancaster. Ooh, Burt Lancaster's great. Yeah, man. Please, people, fill me in for specific. I would have to sit down and actually legitimately look at everything Columbia had to say what I would want in a Volume 3 set. Because even the stuff that's come out in the Volumes 1 and 2, they didn't come out and be like, oh, yeah, that was a shoe-in for Columbia. Like, I was like, oh, okay, those are Columbia. Those are great choices. And I am, sometimes I'm horrible with the studios on who did what. I mean, especially the amount of times studios have jumped between ownership and stuff. So when you're looking up, like, MGM has bounced back and forth with people, and it's hard to keep up with some of that stuff for me. This peanut brain only holds so much information. Hey Tim, how's it going? It's going great, Chandler. I hate my job. I can feel you. So, still I'm rocking the FedEx shirt because I didn't take it off yet today. Dude, that job is draining my body. It's fucking killing me. It's not a bad job, but it is killing me. Oh my god. Willie Shoemaker, a famous jockey who raced Churchill Downs. Yeah, I figured when you said one horse, I was thinking actually one horse. Yeah. Oh no, what happened, Alex? I think just the general discontent of working. Oh, you were on the right Wikipedia list of Columbia films. Okay, so I was in the right area. Yeah, I need to look it up a little bit more. I need time to actually properly Google stuff and on a stream. I'm going to be going to the wrong fucking areas and looking at the wrong stuff. I just watched the Buffy episode Hush recently. One of the best hours of TV ever. Oh my god, yes, man. That episode is brilliant. So I think season 4 is the worst season of the show. Like, as a whole, I think the villain overall, the initiative, it's kind of lame, and the Adam character kind of lame. But what it lacked in, like, the overall story, there are single episodes that stood out to me so freaking much. There's this one episode that they end up going to a Halloween party, and some dumb kid puts like a demonic symbol on the floor that looks cool for the party, but it actually summons this demon. I think his name was Gaknar, and it plays with people's views on stuff. So like they're seeing their worst fears, and the whole episode is going on, and you see this horrific picture of what Gaknar looks like, and you're like, oh my god, this is going to be like a big badass. And by the end of the episode, Gaknar comes to real life, and he's like this freaking tall on the floor, and they're looking at him like, oh, he's so cute. And then Giles looks at the book. It's like, oh, I should have seen that. It says actual size, and they just stomp on him. Bad description right there, but dude, that episode is great. It's one of the funniest episodes in the whole show. I love it. So yeah, I adore the show, and season 4 had some great ones. And Hush, oh my god, love that one. And from later in the show, Once More with Feeling is another fantastic one. That's from, I believe it's from season 7. So good. Customers make me want to pull my hair out. Yeah, believe me, I get that. So on a daily basis, I'm delivering packages, and I will get questions like, what's in the box? I don't know that. It's a brown freaking box. I don't know what you ordered. You know what you ordered. I'll get also asked, who's it from? Again, I don't know nor care. When we deliver, we look at who it's going to. I don't care who it's from. That is not the delivery job's person to look. Why are you asking the delivery person? And then there's also the people that when the box comes looking a little not great, it's automatically my fault, even though the fact that it has went through at least 12 hands before it ever touched my truck. It's been on multiple trucks sitting with a bunch of other stuff on top of it in a 53-foot trailer. I was just driving from terminal to terminal. It's been down conveyor belts. It's been tossed. But, it's the driver's fault. The driver is the one that went and picked it up, in California and drove it personally across the country just to deliver it to you. So that's my type of frustration. People suck. Today I got honked at for putting my four-ways on and parking to the side the best I could to deliver, because I'm supposedly supposed to make the truck invisible so that they could drive through. I'm sorry, I blocked the road. I literally have nowhere to go. I have to deliver the package. But people don't understand this stuff, and I get yelled at, I get honked at. Oh my God, it drives me insane. The one with the guy from Get Out. Oh, he's really good. Daniel Kaluuya, he's really good. He was in a great episode of Black Mirror. Isn't X? Oh yeah, and then the one that so you're talking about Nope. Yeah, Nope looks great. Isn't X actually a horror movie about them making filming a porn? Yeah, that's what it's about. I don't know if like cowboys were in there or something. All I know in the trailer is they're making a horror movie and shit goes wrong. I don't know if there was a cowboy in it. Like I said, I don't know anything besides what I saw in the trailer. If you go back and watch one movie in theaters, what movie would it be and why? So I've gotten to see Jurassic Park in theaters. I've gotten to see Ghostbusters in theaters. So I'm going to go with Die Hard. I would love to see Die Hard in theaters. If I could transport myself back to 88 to see it, that would be really cool, because no one in the beginning gave Die Hard any credit. Like, that movie gained its traction as it went, but in the beginning, it was a kind of a laughing stock. Like, in the test screenings, people actually laughed at the idea of the dude from Moonlighting being in an action movie. There's a reason why all the initial posters and stuff, Bruce is not the first and foremost. The tower is, because they wanted to kind of downplay the fact that, this TV comedian character is, headlining an action film. Yeah, seeing Die Hard in theaters would be awesome. Will Smith is having a nightmare on his street. Oh my God. That's funny, because the Academy just don't understand. Nightmare on My Street is such a good song. When it was Halloween time, I was listening to a whole like Halloween playlist, and that song came on, and I swear I went back to it like 3 times. I kept clicking like back so it would restart. It's such a good song. Have you seen MTV's Teen Wolf? I have not. Maybe I saw like an episode, but I haven't seen anything more than that. I haven't really watched MTV shows in quite a while. Probably back since like the actual Jackass days. A movie that hasn't been announced that'll look beautiful in 4K. A movie that hasn't been announced. Well, if it hasn't been announced, how would I know if it looks it'll look beautiful in 4K? I'm probably misreading the question or not thinking correctly, because again, peanut brain. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to answer that one. I'm probably thinking about it completely wrong. Yes, Hush episode of Buffy is great. The gentlemen are so frightening. Yes. No, I don't have it in this room, do I? No, the print's downstairs. When I take pictures of like my now watching, people might see I have like Hush print above the TV, because that episode is just phenomenal. I really wish I had time to revisit Buffy. I have them all on DVD, but haven't watched the show since its initial airing. Yeah, if I haven't seen it in that long, I'd absolutely love to like watch the whole thing. I feel like I've seen it enough now where I kind of just like pop on certain episodes. I don't feel like I personally need to like rewatch the whole thing now, because I know it pretty well. So now, or like sometimes there's been a couple of times where I've rewatched a season, but I will skip the episodes that I'm not crazy on. Is why put myself through it. So like, what this is going to be something that people would be shocked about because it's considered one of the best episodes of the show. But in the episode The Body, which is a phenomenal acting, and but it threw like a wrench into how the season was playing out. It's when Buffy's mother dies, and it is just such a sombering and sad episode. And there's a lot of times I'm just not in the mood for that. So I kind of just skipped that episode. It's a great episode, but like I'm just not feeling it most of the time. So that's kind of a bummer. But so I just skipped some of the stuff I'm not really feeling. Love Teen Wolf on MTV. However, I think it kind of fell off with the later seasons. Was it Dylan O'Brien was Teen Wolf? That's how little I know. I don't even know who the actor is, but I feel like it was Dylan O'Brien, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Turn of Melancholy. I wish they made a statue where Spike has his arms wrapped around a cross with Buffy looking at him. That was a beautiful scene. I wish they made more statues in general for the show. So, I collect those like premium statues. Sideshow Collectibles did premium formats like years ago. I'm talking when the quality wasn't as up to par as it is now. And they're not great. I want them because that's all that exists, but I would love like with the quality of what they could pull off now, new Buffy statues. I would be all over that. Oh my god. So yeah, I would love them to get the rights and actually do some more stuff with it. I feel like they're not really utilizing the Buffy like IP, and it's just gonna fade into obscurity eventually. And that's a shame. They're afraid you guys put a head in it or something. What's in the box? What's in the box? Hey Nathan, how you doing, man? I he put together a video on perfect film. Several people have been doing this, but he put together a video on perfect films, and Plattix 2 followed up, putting up a video on perfect films, and Huck put up his own video on perfect films, and now I want to do a video on perfect films. It had me really thinking because it's hard to mentally separate I love this movie from this movie is perfect. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely a video I want to do. Has anybody ever watched the show Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's The Lost World from 1991 to 2001? It's a guilty pleasure of mine and pretty cheesy show with horrible CGI like Leprechaun in Space bad. No, I have not. You got me intrigued though, because I love cheesy sci-fi stuff. Is it on DVD? I might buy it if it's on DVD and it's not insanely expensive. I agree with Mika. I'm rewatching the show now. You'd be perfect for a King of Queens reboot. Views on the job wise. Oh my god. Yeah, it's funny. I could watch King of Queens now though and actually relate to some of the stuff, even though that show takes it to like the extreme with the stuff. But there's an episode where he's trying to do like perfect deliveries and trying to match this like record or whatever that's set, and he's trying to deliver these fluorescent light bulbs, and the stairs are closed. So the customer is up at the top, and he asks him to throw the fluorescent light bulbs up, and he just knows that if he does that, he's probably going to break it, and then it's going to ruin his record. That whole end scene was just brilliantly filmed. I loved that. Oh my gosh. I want King Kong 1933 one in 4K. My favorite King Kong. Dude, classic movies look phenomenal in 4K. I swear some of my favorite stuff has been old black and white stuff in 4K. So yes, please give it to me. That would be great. Favorite cartoon of the 90s. Damn. So I was actually looking at some of this stuff. So my gut would say, even though it's kind of a cop out, would be Simpsons because I adored Simpsons growing up. But some other ones I loved. So I loved Heathcliff a lot. I loved Bobby's World. I don't know who remembers Louis Anderson had a cartoon. Uh, that was a lot of fun. Um, I was a little older by the time it came on, but Recess was late 90s into early 2000s. That was kind of a fun show. So I don't know on favorite. I did also the Spider-Man show from the 90s. Batman Beyond. I love Batman Beyond. Man, there is some awesome stuff from the 90s, and there's a lot of it that doesn't have physical. Oh my god. Um, Street Sharks. I loved Street Sharks. I do have that. So yeah, there's a lot. Congrats on the 1K subs. Can't stay for too long, but I'm glad I could stop by for a second. Man, thank you so much. Even for just quickly stopping in and saying, hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. A film you wish had a sequel. Damn, Mika, that's a good one. I'm gonna go with, since I don't think it's gonna get one, but the way it ended, it damn well should. Alita Battle Angel should get a sequel. I thought that was a really well made movie. I enjoyed the heck out of it. So yeah, give us an Alita Battle Angel sequel. Other than that, I mean, there's probably tons of stuff, but that one kind of sticks in my mind. If we I know we're already getting a sequel, but if we weren't getting a sequel to this, I would want this because I love disaster flicks and I thought that was great. That just happened to be to my side and I looked. Saw Die Hard in theaters back in the day, and not too long ago, they did an anniversary showing around Christmas time, 2 to 3 years ago, with extras at the end with the film reporter. Ooh, yeah, man, I would. Ooh, I would freaking love a Christmas showing of Die Hard. That would be incredible. I've seen It's a Wonderful Life in theaters for Christmas, but I should totally try to find a Die Hard showing. That would be awesome. Oh my god. You got me thinking. I'm really hoping now at the end of the year I can find a Die Hard showing. Why did you start YouTube, and is this your first one? I feel like Barbara Walters. No, all good. So I started YouTube. All right. So I should answer the second question first. So no, this isn't my first. This is my second time on YouTube, and the first time I had the channel, it was actually going great, but I kind of hit like this like personal roadblock. It had nothing to do with YouTube, but like I was feeling really, really down on myself and like how my, I guess, life was playing out. I was miserable at my job, like absolutely miserable. I didn't have a college education. I didn't feel like I can go anywhere and do anything. I kind of felt like I was a dead end. I don't know how to explain. Like I don't have children yet, unfortunately. Like I felt like I had really nothing going for me. And my mental state was like kind of dark at that time. And I deleted the first channel on a whim. And I regret that now. But yeah, so I pretty much I rebooted it. I took like, what was I away for? Maybe between 6 months and a year I was away, maybe something like that. But I started watching more and more people, and just I talk with so many people on Instagram, and I was interacting more, and I'm like, I should start this back up. And this time I dove in even more with interacting, and just really like I love this community. So that's why I started it up, essentially, is community. I love this all so much. I love talking with everyone. I love being on other people's streams. I love people being on mine. I love to just talk movies. Like I love movies. So that's why I started it up. It's basically to have online friends to chat with, I guess. And I feel I've made good friends through all this. So I love it and wouldn't trade it for the world now. I'm in a better better mental state than I was the first time, and the channel is not going anywhere now. I last time I that was a rash decision, and I will never do something like that again. Now I know in my mind, like if there's ever I need to take a break, not because it's YouTube, like it was nothing to do with YouTube at all. It was a side thing because I wasn't feeling good. I'm like, if I feel like shit about myself, why would people want to watch me on YouTube? Just delete this shit. Yeah, I was not. Yeah, sorry, this is a little bit too dark. I'm kind of an open book, so sometimes I probably say stuff I don't need to elaborate on. Tim Talkstalkie is the one where Buffy's mom dies makes me cry every time. Yes, it's an incredibly sad episode. Like, it's well acted across the board, and they put the action to the side. Like, it's a real episode. Like, there's no monster of the week or anything like that. Like, everything Buffy is dealing with is legit things people would deal with in that situation. And it sometimes it feels too real, and it's a heartbreaker to watch. So that's why I normally just skip it, because I don't have it in me a lot of times. It throws a wrench right into how the season's playing out, and that's what they meant for it, but like that's a rough one. How about a what's in the box month? Seven Ronin, Pulp Fiction. Can anyone think of any others? What's in the box month? Interesting. That's that's a cool, like I like the idea of like really out of the box. Yeah, pun intended. Thinking though. That's cool. MTV Teen Wolf is getting a movie on Paramount Plus. Well, that's cool. I mean, these streaming services are putting out their own stuff left and right. It's hard to keep up. The box, the box would fit. That was a interesting concept. I don't feel it executed, but it was a really cool concept. Die Hard was a good choice. Have you seen the movies that made us about Die Hard? Yes, I have. Matt, that was a great episode, great show, and yeah, I learned a lot about Die Hard that I didn't know. There's stuff in that show that didn't even make it to like the commentary and stuff. So that was excellent. The Body was such a heartbreaking episode. I skipped that one too. Still pissed by that episode. Yeah, it's rough, and you know I loved Buffy's mom, and she just gone like that, and not even like they didn't kill her by using a monster or a vampire or anything like that. They kill her by an aneurysm, which can happen to anyone. It's like that. It's this fantasy monster show, and then the show got like really real that episode, and it's so weird. I don't know. It is heartbreaking though. That episode was amazing, Mika. No doubt it's amazing. It's tough. Didn't you get fan mail with Jamie Foxx's Head in the Box, Amazing Spider-Man 2? Did did he get it? Damn. I don't think I watched that fan mail. Man, he's been getting so much fan mail. I don't even know. I watched like 2 fan mail ones, and I don't remember seeing that. Yes, Tyler Posey and Dylan O'Brien. Okay, I thought Dylan O'Brien. Yes, IRA. It's on DVD. All right, gotta go. Have a good night. Thank you so much for being here, man. And I'm gonna get you on a stream, most definitely. I'd be happy to see a perfect film video. Keep it going. I'm gonna get that in. I have to do a lot of thinking on that though. I've seen the Lost World show. What a fun throwback. I'm gonna write that one down. Actually, I'm really curious on that. Lost World, 1999. I'm gonna have to check that out. Let's see. I still want that Gone with the Wind and Casablanca and Iron Man of 4K, or not Iron Man, Iron Giant. Yeah, and Casablanca, I'm pretty sure is coming, isn't it? I got this really cool statue up there for Casablanca. I love that movie. It's so good. So I'm all for that. Have not seen Gone with the Wind yet. The 4-hour runtime scares me, so I just never got to it. Anyway, good night. Good night, man. Cheesy sci-fi prediction. You will love Moonfall. I I think I'm going to enjoy it for what it is. I enjoyed 2012. 2012 is terrible. It's a terrible movie. The acting is awful. Some of the special effects are terrible. The story is nonsensical. Yet I have fun with it. I have a fun time. There's something about disaster flicks. They can be really bad and it doesn't matter. I basically want to see the world get destroyed and shit go wrong and that's what I'm asking for. So yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy it in a horrible way. Its explorers set out to find a plateau where things that are extinct, like dinosaurs, as well as mythic creatures and lore that exists there too, vampires, werewolves, and the time period is the 1920s. Yeah, you're selling me on this. I have all 3 seasons on DVD and love them. Yeah, you're definitely selling me on it. What do you think about Classic Flicks is doing with their restorations of the Little Rascal shorts? Dude, I haven't got them yet. I so want them. I just haven't gotten them. I love the idea of what they're doing. That's amazing. Like restore all of this stuff. So I'm gonna have to pick those up soon. I think Tony talked about how good they were, and I'll probably gonna end up ordering them soon. I might even right now. Little Rascals, Classic Flicks. God, there's so many volumes. I didn't realize they were up that far. But I am going to add volume 1 to the cart right now. And Lost World, what, 1999 it was? Is that on here? That I might need to look for separately. So there it is digitally. But that's in my mind now. So, okay. Little Rascals is added. I will be getting that. And I'm going to have to look about the Lost World. My favorite cartoons were Gargoyles, Thundercats, DuckTales, Recess, Ren and Stimpy, so many more. Gargoyles was great. I enjoyed it a lot. I don't know if it's where it's hidden. I have a NECA figure for the main gargoyle. It's really cool. Thundercats I didn't watch. DuckTales I loved. I mean, I have Scrooge McDuck right over up there, a big statue of him. It's cool. Recess, I mentioned that one. Ren and Stimpy was great. My parents didn't like me watching Ren and Stimpy though. I don't know why. I mean, that show for kids was very borderline at the time. 90s animated Batman, the animated, and Batman Beyond. Yeah, both shows, they go so well together. They're so good. Ed Norton was underrated in Alita Battle Angel. Yeah. And just the way that movie ended, it needs a sequel. Like, ugh. I'm off for the night. Enjoy the live stream, everyone. It's such a lively chat with lots of great people. Yeah, I'm having a blast. My favorite 90s cartoons were X-Men, Darkwing Duck, love Darkwing Duck, DuckTales, Life with Louie. Yeah, that's the name of it. Life with Louie was a lot of fun. But I don't know who may or may not have seen it. Come on. Don't drop it, stupid me here. But that's my giant Scrooge McDuck statue. Thing is freaking awesome. It's from Beast Kingdom, and it was a shockingly good price. $200 or something like that, which for premium statues is actually a really good price. So yeah, I love DuckTales. See you later, Nathan. Yep, good night. Is there a book you would like to see adapted into a film? Great question. I don't have the book in this room because the book room is that way. But so Stephen King stuff gets adapted all the time. I've recommended this to a couple of people, but he did a book called Later. It came out, was 2019, I think it came out. That book is freaking great. It's a super short read, but it's a kid it's very very Sixth Sense, but the kid can see dead people. And the funny thing is, Stephen King actually like he writes in that the kid jokes about the whole Sixth Sense thing. But anyways, the kid can see dead people, and he ends up where this one ends up like latching onto him a little bit more and terrorizing him his entire life. It's a freaking great book. I loved it. So yeah, I would love to see that adapted. It'd be great. Movie reviewers are great people. I truly respect that you, Mid Level, Movie Watch Daily, and so many others share part of your time with us. Th- Believe me, all of us are just as grateful to spend it with you guys. Honestly, I love all of this so much. It, my friends and my wife kind of joke like you're always on, going on live streams and doing all this stuff, and it's because I enjoy the heck out of it. Like, so I've one coming up on the 6th. That Welcome to Heat Street. There's the movie battle coming up. There's my own. There's another one that I can't even announce that I'm going to be on somebody else's, but he didn't announce it yet. So yeah, I'm loving it. I'm seriously I'm grateful. Have you seen The Boys on Amazon Prime? Yes, I need to get caught up though. Watched season 1. I didn't see season 2 yet. That show hits hard, man. I'm kind of critical on a lot of superhero stuff, and because it feels like a lot of stuff is the same and not taking risks, I guess. But The Boys, I mean, that show hits hard right from the gate with the girl getting run through by their version of the Flash. It's a great show. It is so damn good. It really makes you think like if superheroes were real, like they're not all going to be good. I want the Rocketeer on 4K. How about you? Hell yeah. Rocketeer would be great. That's one I didn't even think about. Yeah. I think I have the Blu-ray somewhere. Yeah, that'd be a great one. Great choice there, Chrissy. I like that one. Kal-El, hey, how you doing? Tim, you think we'll get another season of Burn Notice or a movie? Uh I would love it. I don't think so. So I don't know what the heck is her name that played Fiona? Why am I blanking on her name? But I haven't seen her in a little while. Bruce kind of has his own stuff going, and I don't know if so like in his book when he went over stuff, it doesn't sound like it sounded like he's done with that chapter, I guess you could say, of his life. I don't see him returning. So I don't know. I'd be all for it though, because like I love that show. And I don't know where to go because the way the show ended, to me, it was a perfect ending. Absolutely perfect ending. I honestly I can't think of anything I would have done different. Like the way it ended, I'm not spoiling per se, but like for anyone that watches, Michael, the main character, will like narrate in each episode. He'll be saying different things he does as a spy and how he does them. And then by the end of the show, you're finding out that all that talking is actually him like actually telling the story to his nephew. So it's like this really great wraparound, and I don't know what I would want them to do, but I would love more Burn Notice anyways. You might have said, sorry if you did, but are you going to do more vids on black and white movies? Yeah, I am. Grayscale reviews. Yeah, I really apologize that it took a while. I was actually hoping the next one would be this month with one of the James Stewart movies. So with reviews, I don't want to just, I'm pretty new to the idea of doing reviews and I want to do it well. And I just want to make sure I do everything correctly, I guess you could say. So that's like my own, you know, something in my mind is just like, no, don't try to half-ass this to get a video. Like try to actually do a good review. And it's hard to put it into words. But yes, there will be another one coming, at least another one coming, because I really wanted to make that a thing. Do you think VeggieTales will get a complete Blu-ray release? I've never seen it. I've heard of VeggieTales. I've never seen a single second of it. So, I mean, I'm all for anything getting Blu-ray release. So if people want it, hopefully it comes. Columbia in the box, 66 options. The other guys, Hotel Transylvania, Total Recall, Moneyball. There's a lot of good stuff. Premium Rush is a lot of fun. Speaking of the other guys, so another video I was thinking about doing that would be a lot of fun for me, it's thinking about some of my favorite comedy scenes in movies, not necessarily all just favorite comedies, but just favorite scenes. And for anyone that has seen the other guys, I swear to God, that intro scene with "Aim for the Bushes," I have seen that so many times, and it cracks me up every single time. For for anyone that hasn't seen, there's Dwayne Johnson and Samuel L. Jackson are like these, alpha male, rough and tumble cops who always everything falls their way and they get the bad guy. And that's how the movie is starting out, and you're following them as they're chasing these bank robbers. And these bank robbers zip line down down the building, and they cut the zip line. So then you have, Dwayne and Sam at the top of the building. It's like probably like a 15-story building, and they're looking down. And because everything works out for them, they just think they'll jump down and be fine and catch the bad guys. So they look at each other and they say, "Aim for the bushes," as they're running to jump off the building. And the song "There Goes My Hero" comes on as they're just falling from the sky. It is brilliant. I can't tell you how much I love that scene. I've seen it so many times. So yeah, something like that would make that type of video. I thought it would be fun. So yeah, once you said the other guys, that just popped into my mind. Hopefully you did not have Launchpad deliver it. What's Launchpad? I don't even know what Launchpad is. Lost World sets a spendy. Oh, our spendy. I lucked out and got season 1 on eBay from Alaska for a decent price, and I'm missing 1 disc of season 2. Found the rest in a pawn shop. Otherwise, it's a ton for DVDs. Well, either way, I appreciate knowing now, though, because they're now going to get added to like my, keep an eye out for list, essentially. So if I set my mind to it, I'll find them, damn it. Bruce Lee's The Green Hornet needs an official complete series release. Yeah, that would actually be really cool. And at this point, all shows can use complete series sets because I don't want any more like seasons stuff. Like they've been releasing Charmed in season ones right now. And I kept being worried that they're going to just call it quits. Just at this point, just give us the whole damn thing, because that way you're committing to do it at all. Because I don't want shows to just get abandoned halfway through releasing them. That annoys the hell out of me. Love Burn Notice, but I do think it's all done. Although a follow-up movie would be excellent. Yeah, I like I said, I'd be for it. The way the show ended was perfect. But if writers can find a way to make it work, I would love it. The guy that plays Michael is on Law and Order now. Whoa, he is. He's been in a lot of stuff lately. Like a lot of movies he's been popping up even as like side characters and stuff. I like him. It could come in a Steelbook, The Shape of Water, or The Shape of the Flight Helmet. Oh, all right. I got for a Launchpad. I know what you meant now too. Now it just clicked in my head. Launchpad from DuckTales. Yeah. All right. But yeah, Steelbook, The Shape of the Flight Helmet. That'd be cool. They probably should adapt some more of the robot novel short stories that Asimov wrote. Would be cool. The name sounds really familiar. God, did that sound familiar? I'm gonna kick myself for not knowing. The name sounds super familiar. I've not read anything from him, but the name sounds super familiar. I can't believe Titan AE doesn't have a Blu-ray by now. I know, right? I don't understand why, honestly. I don't think VeggieTales will get a Blu-ray. Those older ones will need to be re-rendered, and the company has been disbanded, so I bet copyright issues will be there. Fucking copyright. Oh man, copyright sucks. I understand why it exists, but damn it. Ugh. Aim for the bushes. Yeah, right, Joe Joker? That scene is great. Oh my god. Like, I think the movie is funny enough. There's funny stuff throughout, like the whole, Michael Keaton keeps saying TLC quotes without realizing he's saying TLC quotes. Like, there's funny stuff in there, but that aim for the bushes scene, bar none, is one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen in a movie. Like, it is so damn good. It's there with, like, in The Jerk, I love the scene with the sniper trying to kill Steve Martin's character, but shooting the cans, and Steve Martin thinks that the sniper is trying to shoot cans. There's just certain comedy scenes that just stick in your mind, regardless of the whole movie. Certain scenes stick there, and yeah, Aim for the Bushes is one. I will always. I could just put the movie on and just keep rewinding and watching that scene. Dirk's here. Hey man. So before I came on here, I was actually watching. Dirk was on a stream with Johnny's Boutique podcast. It was 21 questions. So yeah, that was a great stream from what I watched. I sorry I had to bail out, but I will be catching the replay to see the rest. Your favorite animal movie? Mine is War Horse. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good question. I'm looking over at movies and I just found that Skyfire movie, completely unrelated to animal stuff, but there's that Skyfire I brought up earlier. Anyways, I love Hachi. Hachi is a freaking fantastic dog movie, but it's brutally sad. So it's hard to say if that's a favorite. Seabiscuit's great. That's tough to think. Turner and Hooch was great. Canine's great. There's a lot of great animal movies. That's a tough one. But War Horse, that's a great choice. Tim and Alex Thomas, if you like The Boys, you need to watch the Amazon. For the comic Invincible. Yeah, I've heard that's great. I've not seen it, but I do follow. So I follow some video game stuff because even though I don't play games as much anymore, and the one guy I follow, Greg Miller, loves Invincible, loved the comic book series. So he was hyping up Invincible like crazy. So I would like to get to that. And yeah, Huck, I got the Launchpad thing after. I thought I was not thinking about DuckTales at the moment. When you're doing, when you're doing the comments and you're reading the stuff like 10 minutes later, your mind has to click what you said before. So I wasn't even thinking about DuckTales anymore. And then Launchpad, yeah, it's really hard to click that stuff in my mind. Again, peanut brain. I find it shocking no one ever mentions Will Ferrell not wearing underwear through the whole film. 4K will look very interesting. I love Launchpad McQuack. Yeah, Launchpad. It's kind of annoying that I didn't think about that, but I was thinking, like, it said Launchpad. She wrote Launchpad shipped, and I'm thinking, like, is Launchpad some shipping service I don't know of? I mean, theoretically, I guess it is, just in cartoon form. Fart the movie is a thing, by the way. Kesha is credited in it too. Weird. Fart the movie. Okay. I bet Grapes of Wrath would look good in 4K. I never saw it, only in clips. Yeah, I've never seen Grapes of Wrath either. And my dog Skip still kicks me in the gut, the ending. So I had a Jack Russell Terrier probably 7 years ago now, and we named him Skip because of my dog Skip. He was not a good dog. he was a little asshole of a dog. I love dogs, but this dog was a freaking demon. So I don't know. The movie is great, but I now think about Skip the dog, and I think about that demon dog. It hated me for I don't know what reason. and it was this spiteful, vengeful little bastard. Like, it would do something wrong and then it would go like take a shit against the wall on purpose. Like it would like look at you as it's shitting against the wall and just like it's like he's looking at you saying, "Yeah, fuck you. You have to clean this up now." So he was a devil dog. Seriously, yeah. So that's where my mind thinks now when I think of Skip. I think of that. I wanted the Jack Russell from the movie, damn it, not a demon dog. I have videos on my phone of the dog going absolutely ape shit. Oh God. Yeah, he was a rough one. Weston should have said it at the end. That's how I met your mother. LOL. Oh my God. Jeffrey Donovan, Burn Notice, others, Wrath of Man, Honest Thief. That's the one I was thinking of. I saw him in pretty recently, where he was in pretty much the whole movie. He was a pretty main character. Let Him Go. Yeah, he was great in Let Him Go. Yeah. Sicario, Shut Eye, Fargo. Yeah, he was been popping in quite a bit lately. Will Ferrell and Elf I was referring to. Asimov is a famous sci-fi writer, created future worlds full of robots and robot laws, and basically wrote the thrillers featuring detectives and crimes in future world. He wrote iRobot. Okay. All right. iRobot's a fun one. Interesting. Might have to look up his books then. Do not have anything in the collection for him. I loved Not Another Teen Movie. I know it doesn't need to be, but I wouldn't mind having it in 4K. Yeah, Not Another Teen Movie is a funny one, and I imagine you've seen the whole like American is ass meme, where he's looking at the picture of himself. That's a funny movie. I like that one a lot. Yeah, I need to rewatch that. I don't even think I own it, to be honest, which is making me think I want to just add it to my Amazon. And The Foundation. All right, so real quick, I'm going to hop back into this and go to cart. And all right, so here's stuff I have in my wish list. Let me know if there's anything I should shift up and get sooner. I want to get a couple of movies. I'm not sure what. Thinking about that version. I don't have that version. But yeah, and here's some of that. The whole 90s cartoon thing has been on my mind. So like I put Dennis the Menace in there. Inspector Gadget. Actually click that off right now. The Gummy Bears. So yeah, I've been putting a lot of stuff in. Heathcliff. I'd love to get Heathcliff. There's a whole bunch of stuff I would like to I'm working on complete Bruce Campbell. So like here's stuff that Bruce Campbell has been in that I need. I put in G.I. Jane, you know why. Pleasantville, Radio Flyer. This came up on a stream recently. Road to Perdition. I don't know why I don't have the Blu-ray. There is some good stuff I want to get. I wish I could buy all of this right now. Jagoda just got that, and I was interested. Cable Guy, I don't have that for some reason. This I do have. I don't know why I put that in there. That was an accident. And I sent Plattix to my copy of this, but I'm probably just going to wait for the Kino 4K. That's a cool one. That's a made-for-TV Stephen King. I dug that one. Pants. American Animals was very good. Yeah, so that's all the stuff I have in my wish list. I'm probably going to move a couple to the actual checkout, and then anyone let me know if there's anything else I should specifically put in there. So let's see. If you could choose just one movie to lift the copyright issues or studio just not doing it to get a 4K, what would it be? With movies, it's harder for me to know which ones specifically are held up because of copyright issues. I mean, I guess if I can get a nice complete 4K Evil Dead set, that would be great. And right now it's rights holding things up between them. But personally, I would love if copyright wasn't holding up the show Boston Public, because I freaking love Boston Public. And yeah, rights to music are shot any chance of that ever happening. So that would yeah, that would be what I would try to fix, is give me Boston Public. Please no, not another teen movie in 4K. Please God, no God. The Arrow Weird Science is cool. It's sitting on my shelf. Yeah, I need to get that. I love the Gummy Bears 80s, I think. Yeah, I think it was it late or mid or late? I think it went into the 90s. Now I gotta look. But I remember from when I was younger, it could even be a case of it ran in the 90s a lot. It ran from 85 to 91. So I think the reruns probably played a lot when I was younger. So that's why I remember that. Best Animal, Clean Slate with Dana Carvey. Private Eye suffers from short-term memory loss, 24 hours, and his dog has depth perception problems. Hilarious accidents. Ooh, that does sound pretty good. Clean Slate. I'm going to write that down. And I'll probably add that to the Amazon then. Clean Slate. Okay. Damn, now the theme song is in my head. Clean Slate, 1994. My Amazon wish list goes on and on and on. I use it as a holding place that I don't forget, but I rarely move items to the cart. I'm trying not to overdo the wish list, but I probably am just going to keep adding and adding. What I did was I deleted everything I had in there previously to restart it. For some reason, unless my Amazon's acting weird, if you put something in your wish list, but then say you forgot it was in your wish list and you go to add it to buy it at another time, you'll purchase it, but it never moves out of your wish list. So, like, I had a bunch of stuff still on my wish list that I bought from Amazon. I don't know why. It should take it out of there, but it didn't. The Far Country or any other Stuart Mann Western collaborations is pretty essential viewing, Tim. Winchester 73, Naked Spur, or even better. Okay, so I'm going to write those ones down also and add. I was thinking about Naked Spur, but Winchester, like I said, I'm not too much of a Western person, so that's why I just never got around to them. And Far Country. All right, so I'll probably grab at least one or two of those, especially with it being James Stewart month. I want the Little Rascals, but I don't like buying volumes. I want a complete box set. Yeah, volumes do kind of suck. I love Boston Public also. I missed the show. I know. And what sucks is, like, I want it physical, but I could settle if it's on streaming at least. It's on nothing. Like, nothing at all. And that annoys me because it's basically like the show doesn't exist anymore. That's awful. Fucking copyright. Copyright issues Dogma, but Weinstein will never let it happen. Why he's alive, yeah, we're not getting another one. But when he kicks the bucket, when that creepy fuck kicks the bucket, we might get Dogma because maybe his estate will sell it off. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, he will hold on to it, and I don't think anybody wants to give him money to touch it either. So it'll probably be when he passes. Jeffrey was good in a movie called Villains. He's going to be a cop on Law and Order. Yeah, that's what another comment said. I forgot there was going to be a new Law and Order, to be honest. Fraternity Vacation is a fun, raunchy comedy, but there are some better ones in those days. Hard Bodies, Screwballs 1 and 2, Up the Creek. Man, Dutch film fan, you were giving me a lot of recommendations, and I like it. I'm going to add all of this stuff to the shopping cart. And, like, I can't get it all right now, but I am going to get some stuff here. So, writing down Fraternity Vacation. I'll watch the stream actually after just to grab those last ones. But yeah, I'm definitely going to get some stuff here. Are you scared of the list? Are you pro PlayStation or Xbox? I prefer the Xbox controller, but I'm okay with either. Basically, the PlayStation 5 controller is much better for me. Like I feel like it fits my hand a little bit better than past PlayStation ones. But I play on Xbox more than anything. But I've got both systems. My wish list behaves the same. If I add a new item, the old one stays there. Yeah, then what the hell is the point of like the wish list? Yeah, it keeps track of stuff, but if I buy that movie, why is it still in my wish list? Like it should come out. So that's why I deleted everything and I'm going to try to like manage it a little bit better now. The grossest movie you have watched. That's a good one. So I do pretty poor with torture, torture porn movies, I guess you call them, like stuff like hostels and stuff like that. They're good, but there's certain body parts that I just kind of cringe and like eyeball stuff and things like that kind of just make me So like the hostel movies are pretty rough for me. Like it's not that they're scary or anything like that, and it's all fake, but there's just I don't know torture porn. It's just it's tough. Even like the Saw movies, I like Saw movies, but like I have a rough time with them. Kind of. I just I don't know. I don't know what it is. Sometimes just seeing some of these body parts just get mutilated and it just makes me cringe. I don't know. If you don't buy it from the wish list, it considers it a separate purchase that you want a second copy later. That's so dumb. That is so dumb, though. So at least I know it's not like my Amazon being stupid, but that is just, ugh. Because it already tracks what you've purchased. Like you can go to a past purchase and click buy it again. I am afraid of the list. It is huge and I will never be able to afford them all. Pop or a TV show that I doubt anyone remembers. Oh, I remember Yes Dear. Heck yeah, I remember that. I don't think it was popular, but I remember that and I enjoyed it. That would be cool. What else we got? Have you watched the miniseries Mannix? I have not. Let me see when that was. Mannix. No, from 1967. No. So especially with older shows, there's a lot of older shows I haven't seen because if they weren't running while I was growing up, I didn't really see them. Like there's a lot of stuff that just it wasn't currently playing. So like stuff that I watched from before I was born that I loved, like Chips, ran all the time in the morning. So like I loved Chips and watched it. But and I liked Matlock and Murder She Wrote and stuff. But there's a lot of other stuff from the 60s and 70s that it never came into my mind because it never was never on TV. That's the one thing that sucks with TV is what you see is all dictated on what they feel like putting on TV, and there's just a lot of shows that pretty much faded into obscurity. It's not like movies where I would say a pretty significant chunk of movies have at least made it to a physical format of some way, whether it's a laser disc, a VHS, a DVD, a Blu-ray, whatever. It's made it to physical format in some fashion. But there's TV shows, like thousands of shows that have never been on anything physically. And that sucks because they will just kind of fade into obscurity. So like as much as, this is only on VHS, at least I can physically own this and it exists. But like Boston Public, I literally can't watch Boston Public. Like there is zero way to watch that damn show unless I might even try to find a place that does bootleg. But yeah, it annoys me. So it's tough with TV shows. Go here. What's your favorite Gene Hackman movie? Ooh, it's tough with favorite. He's been great in so much stuff. But one I always loved. I don't even know if I would call it my favorite, but he's damn good in it. And it's funny because it's Will Smith. But Enemy of the State is a freaking banger of a 90s thriller. That is so much fun. And Gene Hackman gives a great performance in that one. So I love Enemy of the State. And I rewatched it recently. I think it still holds up really well. The technology is dated, but I think the movie is really good. New to the channel, binging your channel now. How would you feel about a Texas Chainsaw Massacre collection? So first of all, thank you so much for subscribing, being new to the channel, and thank you for being here. And how would I feel about a Texas Chainsaw Massacre collection? I'm all for it. I am all for like a nice, big, elaborate set that includes all the movies and maybe a cool like collectible or something inside. Hell yeah. I'm never against big collections and stuff like that. So I'd definitely be for it. And I've not seen all of the Texas Chainsaws. I've only seen probably about half the franchise. So it'd be a cool reason to see them all. FX2, just for poor Huck. he ordered it and it's on back order. Yeah. I thought about adding FX actually, and I'm glad I didn't because I didn't want it to hold up my order. Are there any films you would want to never have ever been made for a good reason? Ooh, that's a good one. So I highly dislike Ghostbusters 2016, but its existence led to Afterlife. So, or at least fast-tracked Afterlife, I should say. So I'm okay with that existing. Can't think of any movie that like offended me so bad that I just wish it didn't exist. Because even like bad movies, there's something to them and someone enjoys them. But I don't know. That's a tough one. I guess I would have to hate every single highly dislike every single person involved. I guess so. I don't know on that one. Do you have an answer to that? Body part problem. Avoid the new movie Fresh. I mean, they're cannibals. Yeah, so I've heard about that show or that movie be talked about, and I don't know. I mean, I could take it in some stuff, but I don't know. It's especially with these movies. Again, using the term torture porn or whatever, but it's like the camera focuses, and it's like say they'll be pulling out an eyeball, and it's just like focused on them pulling the eyeball out, and that just makes me cringe. So like I'm okay with it happening on screen, but my God, don't focus on it. I don't. Ugh, just makes me shiver. I guess I don't know. I'm not a fan of vomit or bodily fluid in films, but I do enjoy stabs, mutilations, and decapitations. Stabs, I'm always none of that stuff bothers me. Mutilations, pretty much for the most part, don't. Decapitations, pretty much never do in movies. Like actually, one of the more memorable decapitations with Sean William Scott in a Final Destination with the train kicking up the piece of metal and shearing his head off. Like that's pretty cool. It's just something about when the camera like focuses on it and you're just the movie is its goal is to make you go ugh, and it does a pretty good job with me. There's just certain body parts and even like I love Evil Dead 2013, but like that whole razor blade to the tongue thing, ugh. The complete series is out of print now, I think. Damn, out of print. Mannix, The Magician, Rockford Files, all rad shows from the area. Rockford Files, I do remember that played quite often, especially when I was working at my last job. One of our breaks, Rockford Files would actually be on. Yeah, that was a cool show. Okay, have you heard of the 1988 show Day by Day? I think it has a connection to Family Ties. I've heard of it. I have never seen it before. Just only heard of its existence, basically. I love the Rockford Files. It has been released to Blu-ray. Yeah, I might actually pick Rockford Files up because I liked what I watched. It's a fun one. Gene Hackman is great in Uncommon Valor. I've not seen that one. So I'm going to write that down because I do like Gene Hackman a lot. But it's funny that Gene Hackman retired from acting after Welcome to Mooseport. Like Ray Romano ruined Gene Hackman's career. Heat on 4K or True Lies on 4K. You could only pick one. Given the choice, I am going to go with Heat. I'm going to go with Heat because I would feel more trustworthy that we're going to get a damn good disc. With Cameron, it's a Terminator 2 is fucking terrible. Who the hell knows what Cameron would approve? Does he care? I put more faith that Heat will get done properly, so I'm going with Heat. Plus, Heat is a fantastic flick, anyways. So, plus James Cameron, whatever. He's kind of Mr. Avatar. Great early stuff, and True Lies is great, but I'll take Heat. That's why I buy Emmy screeners off eBay sometimes for the shows that you can only find on screener discs. Yeah, I did the same thing actually with Fuller House. And then Fuller House actually came to disc, but I bought a screener for season 1 for Fuller House before it got released. Because some of that stuff literally that's the only way you can watch it. The movie Okja, which is one of the only Bong Joon-ho movies not on disc, you can have it on disc. You have to buy an Oscar screener for it, but it does exist at least in some way. There's a site that does bootleg stuff. I'm trying to get a bootleg of Werewolf. Loved the 80s show. Ooh, I'd like to know. I need to find a good place that does like a good bootleg. Because but if someone can have a good bootleg for Boston Public, I'm probably gonna buy it. Jack Black of Enemy of the State was perfect casting, don't you think? Yeah, he was. He really was. It's got a great cast, and it's a fun little thriller. I loved Family Ties back in the day, but I don't know Day by Day. Was that a spinoff? Yeah, I only know that by name. I think Ghostbusters 2016 is free on YouTube. I bet the views are extremely low. I'm not even someone that so the comedy didn't land to me. And I don't even have a problem that it was I don't care that it was women in the roles. That doesn't really bother me. It's how they approached it. Like they could have been, or at least one or two could have been daughters. And so that the original Ghostbusters still existed. Like these were just the new era of Ghostbusters in the same universe. I would have been cool with that. But it's the whole throwing Ghostbusters off to the side to reboot and not even do it well. I don't know. The movie it didn't land at all. Haha, caveman movies and more. Yeah, I know. Totally hosed on that. Had to cancel the whole order just to get the rest. I need to get FX separately in another order. Sorry about that, Huck. The Serbian films and animal killing films should have never been done. Too bad all the negative hasn't been burned. Oh yeah. So anything that's true. Animal killing, yeah, that's a good answer because the fact that any animals were killed just for a film is freaking ridiculous. Priest chanting and reading the Bible out loud during exorcism scenes freak me out. Dude, exorcism stuff in general. So I only saw the movie The Exorcist for the first time, 2 Halloweens ago, because I had this aversion to religious type movies like in horror, which is one of the reasons why I thought it would be cool to do a stream on faith and film because I was starting to watch a lot more of the stuff now. So Exorcist was new to me because I was like, ugh, I don't want religion in my movie. And yeah, I don't know. I for some reason it's weird how my mind works, but that's one of the reasons I started thinking the faith and film conversation will be interesting because I'm new-ish to some of these movies and yeah. But priest chanting it's wild. The stuff in The Conjuring when they're trying to exorcise the demons. Oh, it's nuts. I love all movies except for jackass kind of movies and movies that really hurt or kills animals. I will not watch them. I love the jackass stuff, to be honest, but I was a skateboarder back in the early 2000s for several years. So like in that scene at that time, Jackass and CKY and all that stuff were like the in thing, and it was a big part of skateboard culture. So I loved that stuff, and I kind of still latched onto it. True Lies, that way we have a Blu-ray. That's a fair point. That is a fair point because we didn't even have a Blu-ray for True Lies, but I want that Heat 4K though. Hackman was great in so many things. He was surprisingly hilarious in The Birdcage. Hackman is a freaking amazing actor. So we are guessing that Two Girls, One Cup isn't. Oh my god. Ugh. Got Rockford Files blue set at a Goodwill for a great price. Damn, that's awesome. I guess not. Caveman Movies and More. Everyone, the Rockford Files available on Blu-ray, $35.33 on Amazon. Ooh, that's a sweet price. I'm gonna have to add that to the cart. And do any of you realize the female driver who killed the drummer of School of Rock turned 21 this year? So her family and friends should help get her through this year without suicide. Well, that's something. I didn't even the female driver who killed the drummer of School. I didn't even actually know about that, to be honest. I have to look up about that. I legitimately didn't even hear about that. So that would be it. Caught up on the comments. 2 hours, 1 minute in. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Gonna call this one quits. Next week is off. Like I said, remember it'll be off, but then I'll be back on April 16th, 23rd, 30th. We'll have week after week streams, and there'll be streams with panels of people. April 16th, Faith in Film. Need to line up some more people. I have one person, so if anyone's interested in talking Faith in Film, April 23rd, that panel is filled up, but that's going to be the space movie one. And April 30th, I need 2 people. It's the best decade for cinematography. Got 2 people lined up, need 2 people. And yeah, that's all we got. Like I said, hit me up for if you're interested in Faith in Film and for the cinematography. Past that, that's all I got. Have a great night, everyone, and I will talk to y'all next time. See ya.